SmackDown was in Austin, Texas last night, and the show continued to build for TLC. The main match that they're building up is the triple threat TLC women's match with Becky, Charlotte, and Asuka. And the show started off with Paige in the ring, and she has an official contract signing with the carpet. It's whenever they do a big match, they decorate the whole ring with the carpet, the table, the contract. And here, because it's TLC, they have a ladder set up and have a championship belt set up. So they're really going all out here. She says that this is the only opportunity, and she brings out Asuka, then she brings out Charlotte, and then she brings out Becky. I have to say, Becky is losing her momentum pretty quickly. It's like I think she's kind of lost it. Not all of it, but it was kind of a lukewarm reaction, to say the least. And I know it's Austin, Texas. It's not like, if this was in, for instance, even in, Houston or Dallas, which are much more marked cities, I think Becky would have had a bigger reaction. So maybe it's just Austin. I don't know much about Austin, Texas, other than the University of Texas. The clock tower. I don't know what else really is there. So I don't know if they're they don't have other cities in Texas that would probably receive her better, but it was a lukewarm reaction, and that was kind of concerning for Becky. She talks about the match. It's like she's clearly a baby face, and then it's like I think they're killing her heat and trying to give it to Charlotte, because I think deep down they still want to do Ronda and Charlotte, but they have to cool off Becky, and I think that's what they're going to do. Charlotte comes out, and then she says, she picked up the ball that she dropped, and now they're ripping, they're using Nia. I hate Nia. It's like, I think Nia is hurting Becky's momentum. People say, Nia helped Becky because she would have lost to Ronda. And I don't think she would have lost to Ronda at all at Survivor. So I think it would have been the exact same disqualification finish they had at Charlotte. So it's a Ronda win, but it's a DQ. I think that was going to happen, but it was going to be Becky. And I think, I think they're using to get their wish. Asuka talks, and she says that she has never lost to Becky, and that she's going to beat her. And then the problem is, Charlotte beating Asuka was, I hated that move, to be honest. I still hate that move that they did at WrestleMania, and it's kind of killed Asuka. And again, they're going back and forth, and then Asuka yells something in Japanese, and then I get the feeling they're doing something at Charlotte and Asuka. Maybe that's WrestleMania. Maybe it's Ronda, Becky, and Asuka, Charlotte. Maybe that's what they're gonna do, or maybe it's Ronda, Charlotte, Becky, Asuka, and then Sasha and Bayley against Trish and Lita. I don't know what their women's matches are planned, but it seems like that's kind of the direction. And then finally, Mandy Rose comes out. And she comes up with Sunnyvale. I guess they're all cleared up. They're friends again. I think that's better just to keep them. And then Sonya and Mandy challenge Charlotte and Asuka at TLC, and then they have the tag match. So Becky still hasn't wrestled since her injury. That's interesting. I don't know. Becky, maybe they'll do a storyline where she can't compete. I'm not sure. So before they come back to the show, they have Shayna Baszler's office. I've been at Raws and SmackDowns where they announce a match or they have someone in the ring, and then when they come back, they go to a backstage segment. That person has to stay in the ring for 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. It's kind of funny. So they have Shayna Baszler and The Miz. It's horrible. This feud sucks. I'm not going to talk about it. So they have a tag match: Charlotte Asuka against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And what happens is the heels win. They literally have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville get the win here. It is what it is. Asuka accidentally hit Charlotte, and Sonya pinned Charlotte, and I'm thinking to myself, great. They do this every time. Every time there's a big match, they literally have them lose to They have two members of a team lose to another tag team. So what? Build tension? Build tension? Why are you building tension? This was Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles a couple months ago when they had them jobless to the Usos twice. Why? How does this build anything? They're gonna fight each other anyway. They hate each other anyway. It's so stupid the way they think. To get heat? What heat? You're hurting them. You're hurting them by having them lose. This is why this company's never going to go anywhere. It's just the same shit. And come back with the New Day in the ring with Cesaro, and then with Cesaro and Sheamus right there, and the Usos right there. So it's a triple threat match. Instead of doing a triple threat tag team, they're doing three guys here. It's Xavier Woods, Cesaro, and Jey Uso. The match is fine. Jey Uso gets the win. He super kicks Cesaro for the victory. It was okay. They did that. They had to do that stupid thing that they do. They tipping over their fucking pancakes. And the is driving me nuts now. They're just annoying. They go backstage with Rusev and Lana. Rusev's attacked, and then they saw why he was attacked by Nakamura. He's cutting a promo, and then Nakamura, it's a fine promo. I guess that's where they're going next. Like, they could have Rusev beat Nakamura. I don't see why not. Nakamura's been a failure on the main roster. I've said that. So they do a feature on Lars Sullivan. I guess they're doing this during where Raw and SmackDown are fighting for his, like they're basically bidding for him. They have Miz in the ring. It's Miz TV. He's interrupted by Carmella and R-Truth, who tried to do the dance break gimmick. You know, Carmella had an interesting interaction with a fan on Twitter. It's like this fan, I get the feeling he liked Carmella, but like she got so offended. It's like she immediately played her victim card because she's a woman. I guess all women are victims on social media and especially on Twitter. She immediately goes, "Oh, this is great!" Like, you know, she gets so offended at this guy. I'm thinking to myself, will you get a fucking grip? It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, they're so fickle, these goddamn main roster talent. They're literally snowflakes. Again, Miz introduced Daniel Bryan. It's the new Daniel Bryan. And it's kind of a situation where Daniel Bryan is like, he's kind of admitting the Miz was right, and then I don't know, I don't like this. I feel like they could have done so much more with the storyline. Like I kept saying for a whole year that they should have done was the Miz wins the title from AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble, then Daniel Bryan beats the Miz at WrestleMania. And then they didn't go in that direction. Would have been a great story. It's basically just them going back and forth. I'm just kind of bored with it. I don't care to see them. AJ Styles finally comes out, and then Daniel Bryan and the Miz basically team up against AJ Styles. It was kind of awkward. Daniel Bryan beats him down. They basically then like AJ makes a comeback with the Miz, hits him with the skull crushing finale. I guess it's AJ and the Miz now later tonight. It's kind of, you know, AJ's the face here, so it is what it is. I think Vince is really high in AJ. It doesn't surprise me they want AJ as the face. They have Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy for the 5 million time Orton wins. We all know Orton's going to win. It's like, did they just have a Hell in a Cell match a few months ago? Or am I mistaken? I don't know. After the match, you have Samoa Joe in the bar. He's basically cutting a promo on Jeff Hardy. And it was kind of funny. I actually kind of liked it. I like that they do some of these out of, you know, arena promos, like sometimes something like a bar. So they announced there's going to be a rap battle between the Bar and the Usos with the New Day hosting next week. So the last year's rap battle was awesome when they brought up Paige. I wonder if Paige is going to be okay with it. And they also Charlotte and Asuka on SmackDown. So I doubt we're going to see that at WrestleMania after giving a match like that away on SmackDown. They show Daniel Bryan walking in the back, and then he keeps bringing up the new Daniel Bryan does not run, stuff like that. AJ and The Miz is the main event. What happens is Daniel Bryan makes a comeback, and then like he comes back to the ring, like he's at the announce table, sitting at the announcer's booth, and then he interferes in the match, but then AJ thwarts it, and then AJ gets the Miz to tap of the skull crushing finale. After the match, Daniel Bryan beats down AJ Styles. He beats his ass. He puts him in this heel hook. Doesn't use the yes lock as much, but it was a heel segment by Daniel Bryan. So Daniel Bryan's clearly pushing him as a heel. Despite what happened at Survivor Series, he's clearly going to be the top heel on SmackDown. So I don't know who's going to do with him and AJ. They could have AJ win. It wouldn't shock me because I think the whole plan with Daniel Bryan getting the title from AJ Styles was just so AJ Styles didn't have to lose to Brock Lesnar 2 years in a row at Survivor Series. So I can easily see a situation where AJ Styles beats Daniel Bryan to get the title back. It wouldn't shock me at all. I'm more of a Daniel Bryan fan than an AJ Styles fan, even though I like AJ, but they can play the title back on AJ. I wouldn't shock me at all to see AJ win at TLC. If not at TLC, then maybe he gets it back at the Rumble. SmackDown was just a show. It's obviously much better than Raw. It's not saying much, but it was just a show. Just kind of an average show in Austin, Texas.